Okay. So welcome all of you for this advanced visualizations using Power BI session. So this session will be completely on the visualizations using Power BI. So let me just walk you through the topics what we'll be covering. So I'll be covering about the visualizations, then tooltips, and then we'll also see the artificial intelligence visuals as well from Power BI. Okay. All right. So let me minimize my PPT and then we'll go to this Power BI. So directly I'll go to this Power BI and start working on the visualization. So I'll not waste much time in explaining all the layouts and things like that. If you want, then you can go and see my previous sessions. All right. So first, suppose if you want to create any visualizations, we need the data. So what I have done, I have the data here, which I'll be providing you. If you want, you can practice this as well later. After the session, I'll be giving this particular data, so you can work on that. Let me open this data and I'll show you. See, this is the data what I have with various different columns here. And then we have this one more table where we'll be using for images and for various other purpose as well. Let me close this. Let's go to this Power BI and then we'll try to import the data. Let's say I will import the data from Excel. I will take the path. Let me take the path. Select this, say open. So I'm connecting with the data so that we'll have the data to create the visualization. Let me select this data table and the people table. All right. So we can see there are some changes to be done. So I'll directly go to this transform data. People, please switch off your cameras. Please switch off your cameras. All right. So let me check with the first table. This is fine. And I'll go to the second table. And here what we'll do is we'll say remove blank rows and then use first row as headers. Done. So my data is clean now. So what I'll do is I'll just close this. Say save. All right. Now for creating the visualizations, I have the data. Let me also take one notepad. I'm taking one notepad so that we can know that what all visualizations we have learned. Right. So let it get loaded. Done. Yes. The data has been loaded now. All right. So if you want to insert any visualizations in my Power BI canvas, so here we have this insert. If I just click here, I have so many visualizations. In that, I'll tell you some of the very important visualizations. So most of the people, what they do is they'll just click on this and they'll start creating the visualization. But let me tell you, there are a few things you'll have to keep in mind before creating the visualizations. First thing is you should understand what is the visualization you have to create. That is, what kind of chart I have to create in what situation, for which report we have to use what kind of charts. Now say, for example, I have something to be compared. When I say I want to compare, let's say, for example, for comparison, say I'm trying to compare what? I'm trying to compare the entities. What is that? Let me tell you. Say I'll go to this data. Let's go here to the table, the data view. You can see that I have this region. Let's take a very simple example. We'll start with a very basic visualization. You can see that I have this region. In this region, I have 4 regions. That means these 4 values, what you see here, central, east, south, and west, these are called as entities. Now let's go here and try to create one visualization. I'm trying to compare these four regions, that is the four entities. So what I have to do, I have few visualization. I'll tell you when I'm actually trying to compare the entities. So we can use column chart, bar chart, and pie chart. Also, we can use donut chart. Let's go back. Let's try to create one, say column chart. We call it as clustered column chart. You can see that here we have this clustered column chart. How to create the visualization? I'll just click on this. You can see I'll get one placeholder. So this is my placeholder here. Like I got the placeholder. You can see that in the new version, okay, we get this something called as build a visual. So when I click on this, you can see that I'll get one pan directly here. In the previous versions, we used to get somewhere in the right hand side. The pan was in the right hand side, wherein we used to drag and drop the columns. But now you can see that I will get, say, when I select this particular placeholder, you can see that I'm getting this one small icon here. I'll just click on this. I'll get this build a visual. Now here you can see there are so many options wherein I can select all my columns, right? Okay. So here I have this x-axis, y-axis, legend, and many other options wherein I can select the columns and then create the visualization. Now, what happens sometimes, we might be confused. Say, if you ask me, I can go here, I can directly select the columns and I can create because I keep working on so many visualizations like this. For the beginners, say, for example, now you are a beginner, you don't know where to actually drag and drop the columns, don't have to bother. Just go here to this data and I'll just select here. Say, for example, I want to create the reports for region. You can see that just click on this checkbox. That's it. So if you know, it is well and good. If you don't know, just go here, click on this checkbox. It will automatically select your column in x-axis. That is, it should be in x-axis. Now, let's say I want to select the sales. I'll go and click on the sales. You can see that automatically will go to this y-axis. You can see I'm getting this visualization. That is, this is called as clustered column chart. So when are we creating this? We are actually trying to compare between the entities. So this is how actually we can start learning the visualization. So many people think that advanced visualization means you just directly go and create all the advanced visualization. Don't do that. First, try to learn why actually we are trying to create the visualization. Say this chart, whatever we have created by using this column chart, that is, we are trying to compare different entities. Now we'll try and see other charts what we have mentioned here. Bar chart. The same thing can be created bar chart as well. Let's say Control C and I'll say Control V. I've copied and pasted. Now here, this I can convert this into bar chart. Let me click on this here. I'll click here. You can see that I have this bar chart. I can click on this clustered bar chart. You can see that I'm getting this bar chart like this. So what is the difference between the column chart and the bar chart? I'll tell you. Column chart is actually vertical like this. When I say bar chart, it is horizontal like this. Now, there is a confusion between why actually we should create column chart, why we have to create this bar chart, or when we have to create the column chart and when we have to create the bar chart. Let me tell you, whenever you feel that, let's say I'll keep this chart as is. Let me go here and create one more column chart. I'll create one clustered column chart here. And here I'll say x-axis. This time I'll take subcategory. You can see, let me take sales. Okay. I'll take this, put it here. You can see that there are so many entities here, and you can see it is slightly difficult for me to arrange this labels, and even the labels are not so readable. So what I'll do, the same chart, I'll just copy this and I'll paste it. And what I'll do is I will change the direction of this. That is, instead of column chart, I will take, say, I'll convert this into bar chart like this. See? So now you can see that this is more easily readable. So what does that mean? Say, creating the visualization is very easy, but choosing what visualization I have to create is the very important thing. Now I chose the column chart here when I have only 4 entities, but I chose this bar chart when I have, you know, more entities here, that is more than say 5, 6 or 7 or something. So you have to decide. Now I can see that this chart, what you see, okay, this is not so readable, but this chart is readable. So what I'm trying to tell you is, whenever you're trying to create visualization, it is very, very important for you people that to choose any of these charts. So what I have done is I have taken this column chart when I have very less entities. But I've chosen this bar chart when I have more entities. Okay, so you can decide. So when exactly I have to choose this bar chart, so that is left to you. See the visualization. If it is not looking good, then try to use this bar chart when I have more entities. And again, I'm telling you, if it is more than say 5 or 6, then go for bar chart, so that you know you can have the labels very much easily readable. Right. Let me go to another page. Okay, I'll just use multiple pages so that it will be easy for you to understand as well. So if anybody needs this file, I'll give this file in the end so that you can keep this for your reference as well. Okay, right. So how many of you need this file? How many of you need this file? Okay, good. Almost everyone. Okay, stay till end. For sure, I'll give you this file as well as the recording. Sure, I'll give. Okay, it's my promise. Done, done, done. Okay, I'll give to everyone. So I'll have the attendance. I'll take that attendance and I'll send it to all of you who will be staying till end. Right. Now, I used very simple chart here. That is, I used only column chart and bar chart. Now let's see the same thing. I'll create a pie chart. Let me go here and I'll create a pie chart. Now you might be thinking, what is this pie chart and why actually we should create this pie chart? I'll tell you, whenever you think that there are less entities like this, say here we have very less entities. Similarly, here also we have this pie chart. Whenever you have very less entities, we can use this pie chart. Let me just take the same example, say region and sales. Oh, sorry, I have to select this visualization, say region and sales. Done. See? Okay. So if you see this, I have similar kind of values, but the visualization is different. So whenever you think, I have very less entities and I want to show something with percentage as well, you can use this pie chart. Fine. Now let me go back to this page 1, and here I have this column chart. You can see for the column chart or the bar chart, we have the axis values, x-axis and y-axis. But if you come to this pie chart, you'll not see that x-axis and y-axis. It is just a circle where it is actually 360-degree and the entire chart will be divided by percentage. That is, if you add all the 4 entities, whatever is there, that will be 100%. So whenever you think that I want to show some values in percentage, you can go for this pie chart, but make sure that you are actually using it when you have very less entities. Now, what will happen if I have more entities and create pie chart? Let me just show you. I'll just copy this and I'll paste it. To just observe, I will take, instead of this region, I will take state. Just imagine, see, there is no meaning in using these kind of charts, that is pie chart for more number of entities. So please do not do this. Right, whenever you feel that I'm actually adding some filters, and then you can use those kind of visualization, but I recommend to not use the visualization with more entities for this pie chart. Let me copy this and I'll paste it. This time I will have one more type of chart, that is donut chart. Let me go here, I can click on this, this will get changed to donut chart. Now you might be thinking, say here I have this pie chart, I could have used this only. Why donut chart? I'll tell you, donut chart is very much similar to pie chart, but you can see that there is one halo space here. Now you might be thinking, what will I do with this? I'll tell you. What I'll do is, say, let's go to this visualizations. If you just come down, you can see that I have something called as card. So I'll just click on this card. Now, what is this card? I'll tell you. Card is a visualization wherein we get summarized values. Okay, say for one call, summarized values. What is that? Say, for example, I want to show the sales value here in the center of this particular donut chart. So what I'll do, I'll go here and I'll just select the sales. You can see that I'm getting this value, that is 2.3 million. Let me just format this so that I can keep it here. See, if I keep it here, it is not looking good. It is looking something like a patch what I've put. Double click on this. When I double click on this, the formatting is very easy now in Power BI. You just have to go here, double click on this. When I double click on this, you can see that I have this category label, category value. Say, I'll go here. You can see that background. I'll just remove the background. I can see, I can easily place it here like this. Right. Now I placed the value. I want to reduce this value because it is completely covering the space. So what I'll do, I'll just go here and here, I'll say call out value and I can change the font style here. This is font style. I made it as Arial. If you think you want to change any of this, you can change. But usually what I do is I use this Arial. The reason is Arial is universal. That means the font is used by anyone and the font is available for everyone who has installed Microsoft operating system or say MS Office. All right. Let me reduce this to 24. Sorry. Say 24, enter. Okay. I don't want the sum of sales. So this is actually called as category label. I'll just remove that. Okay. And then I'll just keep it here. What is the advantage? I'll tell you. Now just observe. I will click on any of this. Say, just observe this. See, you can see that it is getting summarized according to the selections like this. There are so many interesting things like this. We'll keep learning that in the next visualization as well. So whenever you feel that I want to have, let me just, oh, you see, whenever you feel that I want to have a value inside the visualization like this, then I can use donut chart. Otherwise, you can use this pie chart. So if you want to use this value, that is summarized value, the card here, it won't look good. Okay. At that time, you can use this particular donut chart and then you can use this card. Don't you feel this is easy? How many of you feel that it is easy? Mention. Yes, if it is easy. Is it easy or difficult? Is it easy? Yes. Very good. So, fine. Very good. Very good. See how easy it is. People actually feel that, visualizations are very difficult. No, just think that it is very easy. I'll make many complex visualization very easy for you people. Okay. Fine. So we understood about the comparison. Okay. Done. Now let's go to another page. Now let me tell you one more thing now. If you go to this first page, I have the visualization, that is column chart, where I have different entities, west, east, central, and south. What if I want to compare between entities and also need the breakup? Say, for example, I want how much is each categories, for east, west, or something like that. I want the further breakup. Let me go here. Let me copy this. Okay, instead of wasting time and again creating, let's go here and I will paste it here. Right. Now, what I want is, I want the breakup of these charts. That is, for each bar, I need the breakup, how much the categories are actually assigned for each region. I have this category here. You can see that in the data column, I have this category. So if I select this category, you just see, I'll just click on this category. Let me open this options as well. So when I click on this category, you can see that it is going to this legend. Now, if you see this, it is in legend. You can see automatically the value say, let me just say Control Z. Let me copy this and I'll paste it. I'll keep it here. You can see that it is 0.8 million. Let me select here. I'll say category. You just see this become 0.3 million. How did that become? This value, whatever is there, let me just see, it is 7.25. The 7.25 is actually scattered now for each categories like this. Say 2.5 lakhs, 2.2 lakhs, and 2.5 lakhs. If I add this, again, it will come to 7.25 lakhs. This is called as side-by-side chart or the clustered chart. If you think I don't want my chart to be like this, I want the total, but this value, whatever is there, which is splitting into different categories like this, that should be shown in one bar itself, but I want the breakup of this. Then what I'll do, let me copy this. Okay. Control C, Control B. I'm just copying. You can also create if you want. I'll select this, but this time, instead of creating this clustered column, I will use this stacked column. See, you can see that I'm having 0.8 million. So altogether it is 7.25 lakhs invest, but still you can see the breakup of each categories. So you have to decide. It is you, the analyst, who have to decide what kind of chart I have to use in which situation. Suppose if I'm showing a reports, what visualizations I have to select. That is, you have to decide. None of them will actually come and tell you that it has to be like this. Okay, this chart you have to create. You have to decide. So for that, how you should decide? You should first understand the visualization and try to see what visualization I have to create. That's it. Very simple. Okay, done. Now, coming to this bar chart. Let me select this. Same thing applies to bar chart as well. Whenever you think that I have more number of entities like this, and if you want to have a breakup, then what I'll do, let's say I'll select this category. See, you get something like this. Don't worry. So what I'll do, let me take, instead of category, let's take ship mode. See, I have something like this. If I want to change this, I'll go here. You can see that visual types. Then I will select, say, bar stack. See, this is how it is. So likewise, these are all very basic charts. You can easily understand this and you can create either column chart, bar chart, or these are called as stacked. Stacked means one above the other. Right. Okay. So Kusuma, see, you just have to select the chart. Let me say Control Z. So this is your chart. You just have to click on this build visual. And then here I have this stacked bar chart. Click on this. Okay. Now, right. So we can select a legend where legend is nothing but this one. Just give me the breakup. Right. Okay. Right, people? Understood? Okay. So now we understood about the column chart, the bar chart, and also we understood about the pie chart and the donut chart. If you just see here, let me create one more chart for this column chart. Let me just select this. And what I'll do is in x-axis, let me take this region and then I'll take this sales. So this is one chart what we actually learned how to do in the beginning. Says sales. Right. Now I'm showing this region and sales. Let me take the quantity. Just observe, if you see this quantity, it is very less actually, very, very less. It's very difficult to compare the sales and quantity. So what should I do in these kind of cases? Let me go and check the data as well. If you see this, The sales data, if you see, let's see the sales data, it is, if it is actually summarizing, it will become something like, thousands or lakhs. But quantity is very less. Let's go and check in the visualization itself. You see here, it says 7.25 lakhs. But what about this one? Say, let me just move my cursor here and check. It's very small actually. So it is 12,000. So where is 7.25 lakhs and where is 12,000? So in these kind of cases, what kind of charts I have to create? I'll tell you. If I have any data like this, which is very difficult to compare, then what you do is, here we have something called as dual axis. We can see that dual axis. Again, in dual axis, we have stacked and clustered column chart. In this case, I don't have any breakup. I'll say clustered column chart. When I click on this, let's go to this data. Here you can see line Y axis, move this quantity to this line Y axis. See, we get the line chart, and you can see there is one more axis. We call it as secondary axis. All right, suppose I want the data here. Say I want the breakup. Then I'll go here, and here I'll say legend. Click on this legend. Let's say I'll take the category. Okay. Now let me make it as stacked. Now what we have taken is the clustered column chart with the line, that is dual axis chart. Let me take this stacked. If I click on this, see, automatically this will get changed to stacked. It is we who have to decide whether it has to be stacked or it has to be a clustered column chart, depending on how actually we should show the visualizations. Okay. All right. Next. The next chart is about the time series or the trend chart, or in simple words, we call it as line chart. Let me go here and see. I have this line chart. People actually, what they do is, let's say, let me copy this. I'll go here, I'll paste it. People create line chart for these kind of values as well, like this. But people, this is a wrong chart. I'll tell you why. When I say the flow, see, the line charts are actually used for flow. East to, say, west to east to central to south. They are not related like a flow. But let me tell you, I will select this line chart. I'm selecting this line chart. But this time I'll add the order date. Let me expand this. It's a hierarchy actually. So what I'll do, I'll just take only the month. I'm taking this month, and then I'll take sales. You just see, from January, the sales, February, it is going down. Again, in March, it is going up. So this is a flow. So if at all you think I want to show the flow, then I can use this line chart. In the new versions, this line chart, what you see, we can actually change the line type as well. How? Let me show you. See, here we have the lines. You can see it says round. Okay, so you can change any of these joint types. But here I have this line type. It is linear. I'll make it as smooth. See, this will be smooth. This is available in newer version. So you can go and you can check this. Suppose if you think I want to make this a step chart, you can make it like step chart as well. So it is very easy now. You can go here, you can change. Say this is linear. Linear means it will just go this point, and again it is going to the point. Say here it is 94,000, again 59,000 and 2 lakhs. So it goes on like this. Suppose you think I want something like smooth line, I'll go here, I'll just smooth. See, this will be smooth. Otherwise, say step. You can go here, say step, like done. Now, let me change this to smooth chart only. I have only one line. It is very easy for me to read. What if I have multiple lines? Let me go here. What I'll do, I'll try to take, say, ship mode. Now you see, there are 4 lines. If you think you want to add the markers, you can go here, you can select here, you can check the markers here. Markers are nothing but the pointers, what you see for each point like this. Sometimes what happens, these lines are very disturbing. That is, it is very difficult for us to read. So whenever you think, okay, if you want, I'll just make a note here. A time series or trend. Okay, and so we are using line chart or area chart. Now, if you think that, there are so many lines, it is very difficult for me to get the values, to read it. So what I'll do, let me copy this and I'll paste it. You can create a new one, but I'm just copying and pasting so that it is easy for you to compare between the different visualizations we create. All right. I have created this particular chart now, thinking that there are so many lines. So what I'll do is I will create the area chart. You can see that I have this area chart. See, now what happens, the area chart, the difference between line chart and the area chart is both are actually used for trend, that is the flow. But when you say area chart, it will fill the color like this so that it is easy for me to read. Okay, it's the same chart. What you see here, both are same chart, but it is easy for me to read because it shades the line. This is called as area. Area means it's just trying to color it. Okay, right. And people, I forgot to tell you one more thing. I'll go here. The dual axis chart, what we have here, this is not available for bar chart. Okay, sorry, I forgot to tell you. So if at all you want to create a line chart for this, you cannot create. You have to create a column chart and then only create this particular chart. Okay, please make a note of it. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you this. So this is one important thing. Only for the column or stacked column only we can use this dual axis, not for the bar chart. It is in Tableau, Power BI, or any application, even in Excel also, you cannot create line chart for the bar chart. Okay. All right. So sorry, I forgot this. So make a note of it. Okay, done. So we actually learned about some various different charts, that is column chart, pie chart, bar chart, stacked, and also the line chart. In that, we also learned area chart. Along with that, we also learned about the what is this card. Okay, right. Let me create one more visual. Let's say one more page, and then we'll continue with more interesting visualizations. Right. So we learned about some basic charts here. You can see there is something called as ribbon chart. Okay. Let me click on this ribbon chart. The beginning, when this ribbon chart was introduced, I was so surprised and I was just thinking what this ribbon chart is all about. I was getting totally confused and I was thinking why this chart is actually used. But later on, when I started working on various different projects, then I understood this is very interesting and very nice. What is this? Let me tell you. Ribbon chart is actually a chart, say something similar to line chart, what we have here, the line chart. But what this will do is for every month, let me just show you practically. I'll take this month. I should select this visualization and then I'll say month. Now, I have this chart and I've taken the month. So that will be January, February, and it continues up to December. Let me take this sales. I've taken the sales. This is sales. Now, what I'll do, I'll go to this category and I'll select this category. Now you see I'm getting one chart. Now, if you see this chart, it is something very colorful. Some ribbon are there, but we don't know how this is actually used. So why it is actually used? I'll tell you why. Let's go to this line chart first, and it is, it will be easy for me to explain. And it's easy for you to understand as well. If you see here, there is a line, there is one value, and again, it is going down, up, down, something like this. Here also, depending on the value, it is going up and down. But come to this ribbon chart, just observe. I have this blue color line. You can see that the ribbon, it's not line, it's a ribbon. You can see that it's going up, down, and things like that. People, what is this? I'll tell you. If you see this, I have this blue, light blue, and orange. But if you see in February, the orange has gone up, the blue is coming here, and again, light blue is going down. Just observe somewhere here in September, you can see that light blue is on top. Then we have this dark blue and then orange. The thing is, in each month, which category is the highest sales that will go on top. So if you see this, in this case, this is 33,000, then we have 31,000 and 30,000. So here it is aligned, say 1, 2, 3. If you go to this, let's say in September, see, this is 1.06 lakh, 1.01 lakh, and here I have this 99,000. You can see that this is again arranged, say highest, then again second highest and third highest. So ribbon chart is actually used to know the highest value on top. Then again, it goes on like this. The data is arranged. So I don't know how many of you have used this ribbon chart, but I'll tell you when it came in the beginning, okay, in the beginning first, when it got introduced, I was very much confused about it. But as and when I started implementing in many of the projects, then I understood that this is very interesting chart. And people, you can use this chart to show the highest value in each month. But use this for the flow. You can use it for anything. Say, for example, instead of this month, I'm not telling that you have to use this only for the trend. You can also use it for various other options as well. Let me just take the subcategory and I'll put it. See, it won't come. Let me not take subcategory, sorry, because I've taken this category, right? So let me take, okay, let me take this segment and see. See, I'll get something else. Say for consumer, okay, this is the highest, second highest, third highest, like this. So you can use something like this. I'm not telling that this has to be within the, time period or say duration or time, time series actually. You can use it for anything, but line chart, please use only for the time series. Okay, because we are seeing the trend. But again, this also, it is good if you use for the flow. Okay, right. So this is ribbon chart. All right. Let me go here and we'll talk about something called as scatter chart. A scatter chart, many of them don't use. I'll tell you why. Because it is very confusing, and also most of the people actually think that scatter chart is not so appropriate. But I'll tell you, people, scatter chart is very interesting. What is that? I'll tell you. Scatter chart is a chart which shows how the data has been scattered by x-axis and y-axis. How, if you go here also have this x-axis and y-axis. If you see, I have this x-axis, y-axis. But in scatter chart, we have to use numbers for x-axis and y-axis both. What does that mean? Let's say I'll go here. I have this x-axis, y-axis. So I have to select, say, sales. And I have to select this profit. Both x-axis and y-axis should be numbers. You cannot use any text columns here, the labels. All right. So I want this scattered by state. Let me select this state. You just see the data is scattered like this. And you can see the values here in this part. This is negative. That means it is in loss. So what you see this part, this is in profit. And here you can see there are a lot of pointers here. That means it is somewhere between 20,000. Okay, that is profit is somewhere from 20,000 and the sales is somewhere around 0.1 million. All right, if you want to categorize this based on some regions, I have this legend. Legend is nothing but you are categorizing with different colors. Let me go and click on this and I'll select, say, region. Let me click on this region. See, now you can see the different colors. That is, you can see that blue, dark blue, orange, or purple, or whatever, depending on the region, the color is actually given here. Excuse me. All right. This is scatter chart. Now you might be thinking, this part is very congested. Lot of pointers are there. How will I actually read this? If at all you want to read, I'll tell you what you do is, see, if you go to this format tab for any of the charts I'm telling, but more importantly for these kind of things, I'll open the zoom slider. Can you see the zoom slider? I'll say on. When I switch on, you can see that I'm getting the slider. So what I'll do, I'll just try to reduce this like this. See, we can reduce this. Let me reduce this as well. See, and you can put it like this. You can see it is getting scattered like this. So now you can read it. That means the x-axis and y-axis values can be reduced or increased like this so that I can read the data. So I'll just go here. See, you can read the data. This is called as zoom slider. So is it available for any other visualizations? It is available for other visualizations as well. Let me just go here for this. Select. It should be there somewhere. See, zoom slider. But use only when it is required. See, these lines are very, congested. So you can increase like this. Okay. So zoom sliders can be used for making your visualization more readable like this. That is, you are trying to expand. So it is there for almost all the visualizations wherever you think that it's very congested. So here I have this very small. Let me select this. I can see that value is very small. Zoom slider. See that? We can increase this. So for anything which is not readable, so I can use this zoom slider and I can use this. So this option you can give for the client so that he can use this for reading the data which is very small. All right, fine. So before I go to the next visualization, okay, question for you people. How are you feeling about these charts? Now, how are you feeling, say, about the confidence or the interest? How are you feeling about this session till now? Interesting, informative, not bad. Okay, good. It's very informative. Good, excellent. I'm very sorry. Good. Okay. Learned a lot. Nandan Kumar, you just started. Okay. Still, there are a lot many interesting things I'll show you. Lot many interesting things. Okay. Very interesting, Ragini. Very good. So this is just some basic, simple charts I've thought. There are more very interesting things also I will show you. Okay. All right. So thank you, people. So I'm feeling that if people are more interested and, the topic is also more interesting. Okay. Right. So let's move on. So I want all of you, is it possible to use different data sets? Is it possible to use different data sets, sir? So Kusuma, I didn't understand. So what is that you're asking? Is it possible to use different data set? So you want me to use different data set you're asking me, or you're asking for different data set we can use these visualizations? Okay, anyways, Kusuma, you keep this question. Okay, I'll give time for all of you to take the questions. So we'll take the questions in the end. Okay, because a lot of interesting things are there. I will show it to you. All right, people. So let's move on. Okay, let's move on. Okay, right. See, next is I have, say, where is that table? Okay, here we have table and matrix. Now say I have this table and matrix. So what is table and what is matrix? I'll create both and I'll show you the difference between table and matrix. First, let's take this table. This is my table. So what this table will do, I'll tell you. Here I have these columns. Let me click on this add data. I will select the first region. Okay, region. I've taken this. Right. Now I'll say sales. See, I'm getting this sales. So here it is getting aggregated. Done. Next, suppose you think I want to add one more column. Let's say category. I'll just drag, or say I'll take it here. Let me drag and I'll put it on top. Right. See, Now slowly you can see that the data is getting, say, aggregated depending on the columns what I'm actually selecting. So this goes on. Say, suppose if you want to add one more column, I'll go here and here. Let's say I'll take profit as well. Where is profit? Yeah, profit. See? So we can keep adding the columns here. Let's say I'll go and add a ship mode. And then I'll take this here. Now, this is called as table. So as and when I keep using these columns, you can see that I'm getting this columns, aggregated depending on whatever columns I have. Then what is metrics? Let me tell you. Just click on this. I have this metrics. Let me start adding the data for this. If you see in the table, I have only columns where I just drag and drop the columns. It will be keep getting aggregated and it will be getting grouped according to the columns what I select. But when I take this matrix, okay, so you can see rows and columns. Let me first go to this columns. I will select region. Let's say I'll take region. See, here I'm getting this region as a column headers. Let me take this rows. I'll go here. I will take subcategories. See, I have the subcategories, and here you can see I have the region-wise column headers. Now here I have something called as values. I'll select these values. I will select sales. See, you can see that I'm getting these values. That is the aggregated values for accessories central. I'll get this aggregated value like this. That means I can have column headers here. Right. Let me go and see if I can do some more things. I'll select, say, subcategory. Here, let me select one more column, say, ship mode. See, if I click on this accessories, you can see that they're getting grouped like this. Let me go to this data, and here I will take the year, and let me take this year on top. Okay, let it be. So here you can see drill through rows and columns. Let's say I'll select these columns, and here you can see I'll just click here. See, it is going and changing to 2015, 16, 17. And again, if I say these are called as drill down, so you can keep changing the values like this. See. So this is about the table and metrics. All right. Let's go to next visualization. Here we have two type of maps. Let me just click on this map. What are map? Map are nothing but we have some locations which can be located on this particular map. So in this case, I have say state. You can see I have the US map where I can actually plot this. If you think I want to plot the bubble size, I'll go here and I'll take this sales. All right. See, this is on the map. Let me take this. This is called a symbol map, symbolic map. I will select this one. This is field map. Let me select here. And then I'll select, say, state. That is in the location. We have the state. And I'll select this legend and I'll say region. Let me select this region. Done. See, you can see that different colors for each region. And if you think you want to give some values or something, you can do. So this is about the maps. So likewise, we have various different, charts here. We can go, we can select. Now we have something called as, where is this? Yeah, this one. We have something called as card new. Previously, we had this card. If I click on this, I'll get the summary. So go here. I will select the sales. I'll get summarized values, which we used in that donut. Otherwise, also, I can use it separately as well. That is, if you think that I want to get some summarized values, you can use this. Right. But now we have something called as card new. When I click on this, see what is this card new? I can have multiple summarized values like this. What is that? Let me click on this data. Let's say I will select sales. Then let's say I will select profit. Then let me select shipment. See, I just expand this. See, like this. I can have multiple summarized values. But if you see this, I am using this like a row. So what I can do, you can see that I have so many options to format this. See here, I have this layout. Here you can see single row. I'll say single column. See, I'll get something like this. Let me show you one, I did one dashboard using that. Okay, yeah. Okay, let me just show you. I did one dashboard using this card new. Okay, I'll show you that. Let it get open. So I'll show you that. So you can use multiple columns now so that you can have the values here, summarized values directly. Otherwise, previously we had to go create one, again copy and paste, create one more like this. Now it's not like that. We can create multiple, we can drag and drop multiple columns here for getting the values like this. That is summarized values. Okay. Right. So here, let me go here. And if you think I want to select more, you can go, you can select more. So using this card new, I have done one simple dashboard actually about the prime ministers of India. I think I've shown this in the previous webinar, but I'll just show you again, just to show this particular. See what you see here, this one. Okay. This has been done by using this card, that is card new, this one. So I just drag and drop. You can go see, click on this. Like this, you can change. So things will get changed by using this slicer. So this, what I've used is card new. Let me close this. All right. So people, so likewise, if you keep checking, there are so many visualizations, you can keep working on this. Now, what I'll do is, let me go here. I'll show you something very interesting. Okay. So after that, we'll see about the artificial intelligence visualization. But before that, I want to show you something very interesting. That is, go here. We have something called as tooltips. Tooltips are nothing but, if I go here, see, I'll just move my cursor here. I'll get some values like this. See, this is called as tooltip. Let me go here and I'll try to create one pie chart. Let me create one pie chart. Okay, I created one pie chart. Here, what I'll do is I'll try to take region and then I'll take sales. Done. Okay. Here, this chart I've already created, but now you'll be thinking that we have already done this. It's very simple. Why is he actually creating this? I'll tell you. Just see here. I'll move my cursor here. I'm getting this region and sum of sales. So if you go here, we can see that I have this tooltip. Here you can see I'm getting this tooltip, which is on. I'll say off. If you move my cursor here, I'm not getting that tooltip. Done. But I'm not so very impressed with what I'm getting here with a tooltip like this. I want something different. So what I'll do, I'll go to a new page. I'm just going to this new page. Just observe. I will go to this canvas settings. Here I have so many options to select. Page information. Again, I have standard tooltip and drill through. I'll just click on this tooltip. I selected this tooltip. Can I say this? I have one, the size of the canvas have been reduced. Why? Because this will become like a tooltip now. I can use that here. Say here. Right. Now what I'll do, I will create one chart here. Okay. A simple chart. Let's say we'll take the bar chart. Okay. I've taken the bar chart. and I'll take state. And then let's take sales. Okay. Now, if you see, here I have so many states here. And then we have the sales value. So what I'll do is, I will name this as state. Let me go to this page. And here, if I move my cursor here, I'm getting the value. So what I'll do, in this, let me select this visualization. I'll go to this properties. You can see the tooltip. You can see it says auto, and I'm selecting this state. Done. Now you just observe, I'll move my cursor here. See, we can see that this page, whatever is there, this page, now it is getting filtered here, depending on whichever region I'm just. This is called as tooltip. Very simple tooltip. Let's make something more interesting. So what I'll do, I'll take one more page, and here, what I'll do is, I'll try to convert this again into tooltip. If you want to bring anything here like this, the page has to be converted to tooltip. So here I'll say manager. Okay, this I'm naming it as manager. Now what I'll do, I'll go here. I want one image. Say I want one photo here. Depending on whoever the manager is there for this particular region, I want to show the manager image there. I don't have any options here to show the image. So what I'll do in that case, I will bring the external visualization, that is by using this get more visuals. I'll click on this get more visuals. I'm coming to this. This is called as marketplace. I'll go to search. I'll say image. Here I have the simple image. I'm selecting this simple image. All right. See, I'll say add. This is how actually you can add, any kind of external visualization. So what you have to do, say it is imported successfully. They go here, they get more visuals. You'll get one window like this. This is the marketplace. Go and search for any kind of visuals. You can just try to take that. Say if you are working on some calendar, go here. There are some paid. There are almost, most of them are actually free, but some of them are actually paid. Okay. So you just go and search whichever is relevant, whichever is free, you can select that and say add. So I added this image. So what I'll do, I'll just click on this image. You can see that I got this visualization, that is image. It asks for image URL. I'll just say add. Here I have this people. I will select this image URL. Right, see, I got one image here like this. All right, let me reduce this. And I'll keep it here like this. I want the name. So what I'll do, I'll go here and let me select the card. Okay. And then and data, I will select this person name. Right. Let's reduce this. We'll go to this format, call out value. I'll say Arial and I'll make it as, let's say 20. And I don't want this category label. See, I got this. Say if you want to remove the background, I'll double click here and see if I can change the background color. Yes, done. Okay. Right. So I have taken this image and I've taken the name. Now I will go to this page 12. If I move my cursor here, as of now, I'm getting the state values. So what I'll do is I'll go here, select this visualization. Say instead of the state, I'll select this manager. Now we just observe, I'll move my cursor here. See, nothing is changing. But for me, I have given this name. So you can see that in the table. See, let's go and check this table. I have different image actually. Go and check this people table. See, I have different images. Why is it not showing? I'll tell you the technical reason. See, it's supposed to be changing. What I'll do, I'll go to this data modeling now. Let's check what's wrong with this. It is connected. If you don't know what is data modeling, you can go and check my previous session. See here, it is connected. But what I'll do is I'll double click on this and see it says penny to one, but here it says cross filter direction. It says single. I'll make it as both. Say okay. See now the direction changes. That means the value should flow with both direction. Now let's go and see what happens. Yes, see, like this. So this is how actually I can use the tooltip with images as well, like this. Right. Let me make it more interesting. So what I'll do, I'll go to this PPT. I'll open one PPT here. Now we just observe. So we know that we can design something in PPT. We can save that as image, and then we can use that for background. This is what we have learned. That is, we used to create one background image. Let me show you that as well. I have taken the say background images. So if people have attended my previous session, they know that, see, these are all the background images we used to import. But now I'll show you something more interesting than this. What is that? Let me tell you. I'll go to this PPT. What I'll do is I'll go to this insert, and here I'll take this shape. Let me take one shape like this. Okay. I want some tooltip, something very interesting. I'm taking this, and here I will make the color gradient. More gradient. I'll just give this gradient color, and I'll remove the stoppers. And here I have the direction. Let me just take it something like this, and I'll make this darker, the dark blue, and this one will take something like this or something more light. Done. Okay. Let me remove the line. I don't want the line. Let me remove the line. Done. Okay. So I have one shape like this. Let it be. Next, what I'll do, I'll go to this insert, and here I have this shape. I'll take one circle like this. I'll keep it here. Let me increase a bit. Okay. And this one, what I'll do is I'll make it some color with the border. I'll make it as white color, and I'll increase the thickness. This is just to design. Okay. So you can do any kind of design, whatever design you want, you please do it. Right. Let me take this. I just made a copy of it. Control C, Control V. I'll reduce it, and I'll keep it here like this. Done. I'm just doing some designs. Okay. So you just see what designs you want. Now I'll just go here, select this, and this one, I'll make it white color. Okay, good. And then I'll bring it front. Okay. Done. See, some designs I'm actually doing. I'll tell you what I'm actually doing. I'm just trying to design something. Done. Next, I'll make a copy of it. Just put it here like this. And try to adjust. Okay. Right. Let me make this orange color. Some changes will do. Let me keep it here. I'll make 3 different shapes. I'm just doing some designs, people just observe. Okay. So you will learn something new here. I will change this direction. Done. Okay. I did something here. You'll know what actually we did. Now, this part, whatever is there, I'm selecting this, right click, and I'll say save the picture as. Let me save it in the same folder. Always have this habit. Keep all your files in one single folder so that it will be easy for you to work. I'll say tooltip. Done. Okay. So I did some design here. I converted that into tooltip. Now what I'll do is I'll go to this Power BI. I will take one more page here. I'll say tooltip underscore manager. This time I'll say tooltip underscore manager. Now what I'll do is I'll go to this page and here I'll say tooltip. I'll change this to tooltip. But when I come to this canvas settings, see here, it says 240 pixel by 320. I will go here and I'll say customize. I'll try to change this to, let me make this as 400 by say 300. Later we can change if you think you want. Now this width, okay, the height and width have changed. Now what I'll do, I'll go to this canvas background, browse, and I'll select this tool. Okay, did I get that? Yes, it is there. I'll make this like this. See, but still I'm not seeing this. Go to this normal and say fit. Let's say fill and see. Okay, we'll take this fit. Okay, so if you want, you can go here, make some changes, say width. Okay, let me just change the height as 500 or say 475. I'm just trying to adjust. So yeah, this is perfect. See, okay. Now next what I'll do, I'll take this image. Okay, I've taken this image. Here I'll say image URL. Let's go here. I'll select this image. Done. I have the image. What I'll do is I'll go to this format. I'll remove the background. See, reduce this and I'll keep it here. Let me keep it here like this. Still, I think we can reduce and I'll adjust this like this. Done. See, next I want the name. So we have already done this. That's why I just gave, see, first example with very simple one. Then again, I gave this example and now we are making it more professional. Now I'll go here. I will take this card, right? I will add the name, say this name, person name. And here I'll remove the background. And I'll just scroll down so that I'll get the callout value. See here, I'll change this to Arial. I'll make it as 20. So if you think you want to make it bold, make it bold. If it is too big, I'll make it 18. And then I will remove the name. See, reduce this. And then I will keep it here. I think it is too big. So let me just change to 16. Okay, so depending on the space, you can change, say 14. Okay, that will be 14. Done. Now here what I'll do, I'll take another card and I will keep it here. This time, I'll just delete this. 1 minute. Let me delete this. I'll take this card and we'll take sales. And let's remove this category label, value, bold. I'll make it as 20. Okay. Remove the background. So double click. I'll remove the background. And then I'll keep it here. So if you think, you can still increase the font size. Let's increase the font size. Make it as 26. Done. And I'll change the font color to something brown. Okay, looks good. Right, I'm just keeping it here like this. And what I'll do is copy, paste. I will paste it here. Let me change this to profit. You need to have patience, people. Let's say I will go with the quantity. Okay, done. See, my tooltip is ready. So what is the advantage of this? If you want, you can go here, put that label here. Okay, it will take a lot of time otherwise. You can go here and add some text here. So please do that by yourself. I will send this file to you for practicing. Okay. Now let me go back to this page 12. Okay. I will select this visualization. You just see what happens. I'll go to this tooltip. Now I'll select this tooltip manager. So 3 different tooltips I've created. Now you just observe. I'll move my cursor. See. Don't you feel this is interesting? People, if you feel this tooltip is interesting, please message interesting. How many of you people felt it is interesting? Don't you feel this is easy? Very good. Thank you. Thank you all. So this is what, this is what you have to learn. This is how your dashboard should be. I want all my students, okay, whoever is learning from me, to have a very nice modernized dashboards like this. But it is not at all difficult. It is very, very easy. People, you might have created so many dashboards, but this is one simple thing what I've told. Okay, there are a lot of things like this, lot of things, we can do a lot of things like this. Because we have very less time, I just created something like this. But I have so many things, so many creative things what you can actually do like this. I can explain. Okay. Right. So I feel you people felt very good about these visualizations. All of you. Say yes if you felt it very interesting. The entire, all the visualizations. All of you. Yes, Niharika. Yes. Yes. Good. Very good. Good. All right. Now let's go and see some artificial intelligence visualizations as well. Okay. Right. Let me just add one new page. If you go and check, there are so many visualizations. In that, we have AI visuals as well. In that, let me just take this one. That is smart narrative. Okay. Let me just select any of this. Let's say I'll take this page only. What is this smart narrative? I'll tell you. Suppose you think I want to give some insights. I don't know what to give insights. I'm not able to understand. You just click on this. Just go to any of the visualizations. Say just go and click on this. See, it is reading the entire reports and it will give me the insight. See, it is giving California at the highest sum of sales here. See, I'll just remove this. No, see, California. This has got the highest sales of what 4.57 lakhs or something. And sum of profit. See, the profit, whatever is there, you can see that 76,000. Okay. So here you go to any sheet. If you think you want to create some insights, you don't have to bother. Just click on this. Automatically, you will get the insights. See, you can format it however you want. Wherever you want, you can keep it like this. See, technology has the highest total sum of sales. Okay, 8.36 lakhs, followed by furniture, 7.41 lakhs, and office supplies at 7.19 lakhs. That is this one. Somewhere here, this one. See, 9.41 somewhere we'll have that. We have to go and search. So the total overall total it is saying. If you go here, you go to any page for any reports, you just click on that particular narrative. Automatically, you will get the narrative. Right? Okay. Next. The next one, what we have is the question and answers. If I click on this, I'll get, one window like this, one visualization. You can create, you can type, you can give any prompt here, any question, you can ask any question. Let's say, need sales in a map chart for each region. Let's see whether this will work. See, can you see that for each region? Let me go here. I'll say each state. See, for each state. Show profit and sales in column chart. See, for regions. See, clustered column. I say show profit and sales for regions in column chart. Type anything, okay? Type anything. So it'll just give me something like this. So you have to give a proper prompt here. Based on that, it'll read your data and then it'll give me the charts. Okay. All right. The next one, we have something called as decomposition. Here, this one. So what is decomposition tree chart? Let me just tell you. Let me just click on this. I will select, say, analyze the sales. Okay. I have the sales, total sales. I want to analyze this by, say, next level. I will take it as region. Okay. Now we just say, I'll just click on this. It lasts for high value or low value. Let's say I'll take high value. See, the highest value will go on top like this. We can do the analysis like this. Let me add one more. I'll say I'll go here. I'll say ship mode. Then see that I'll get this plus, say, low value. Let me expand this. See, like this. It's a low value. You can see that this is the low value. You can see that line here like this. Let me close this. Now again, I'll click on this. I want ship mode. Click on the ship mode. And then next I want the region. See. So you can do something like this. So this is again a artificial intelligence visualization, which will help us in, which the Power BI will actually understand and then give me the results. So similarly, we have something called as influencer, that is key influencer. So you can read the data and then you can check what influences for us to get more, business or say, appropriate results. So you can go here, you can analyze. So you should be very careful about selecting this. Let's say I'll select the sales. So you'll not get the results unless and until, you keep selecting some appropriate columns. I think it's checking actually what actually influences, no results. Let me select some more columns. So you can keep selecting the column. See, I got some influences like this. See, subcategory is table, say 432.7. So you can go here. What increases? You can go and say decrease as well. Let's see the decrease value like this. You can click on this particular thing. Again, it will give me some results. Say you can go and check this. See, subcategory as fasteners. You can see the average value. So lot of information will be given like this. So you can go and you can check like this. So all these are automated results. Say here, see subcategory envelopes. You can see that 169.3. Let me go here and click on this fasteners. Let me close this. Where is fasteners? Somewhere, see fasteners. Let me go here, say binder, see like that. So likewise, there are so many visualizations, so many things. This is just one part of your Power BI. Okay. So if you go here, we have lot many visualizations, lot many things. Power BI. Say in Power BI, we can connect with Python. Okay. So we can connect with the paginated reports. We can connect with R language. Okay. There are so many visualizations. Okay. Right. So people, how did you feel about this entire session? People, how did you feel about this entire session? Good. All right. So this is, people, I'll tell you, this is one part actually. This is one part what you have. Otherwise, you have so many other things what you can do in Power BI. And how many of you know that Power BI has got more demand in the industry? Power BI has got more demand in the industry actually. Okay, lot many things. Yes, I will share the recorded session, people. Okay. Now, people, how many of you want to learn, something similar to this in more advanced way? That is DAX functions, Power Query editors, using filters, creating high-end dashboards. Now, whatever you learned about this, tooltip, like that, we have more other visualizations. How many of you actually want to learn in a more advanced way? People, I'll take the questions later. I'll give time for taking the questions. How many of you want to learn more? Mention I or me if you want to learn more. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. Right? Okay. So people, this is for people who actually wants to learn more and wants to become master in Power BI. That is completely advanced way of learning the Power BI. Okay. So let me just go back to the PPT. So all of you, just give me few seconds, few minutes, then I'll take all your questions. There are a lot many questions are there. I will surely answer all your questions. Okay. There is a live class which is starting this Saturday. Okay. That is from 27th Jan, 12:30 to 2:30. It is a live class. Either you can attend online or you can come to our office, that is offline. Okay, if anybody is interested, you can come. Live class, it's a live class, Power BI, and it is not just basics, or it is not just only visualizations. It is complete Power BI where you'll be learning right from scratch. That is, you are learning what is analytics, data analytics, and also how the industry is actually looking forward with this Power BI and many other data management things as well. From there, you are starting, you'll be learning about the in-depth of Power Query editors, in-depth of DAX functions, advanced DAX functions, then visualizations, whatever you have seen, this is just one part. So like this, there are so many high-end visualizations which will be teaching you. And also you'll be learning about the filters, the dashboards, and then even using Python and many other, scriptings where you can actually create dynamic reports. Okay. All right. Now tell me, how many of you are interested to join this particular batch? Good. And people, I'm promising you that this is completely high end. Okay. It is not like any other institutes or something where they just give you some basic or things. It is completely a batch where you will get, complete Power BI. I'm telling, complete Power BI, even the publishing aspect, the online. So with Python, I'm telling, okay, with Python scripting included in that, many other things which we have included in this, right? Okay. Now, let me show you what all you'll be learning in this particular training. Okay, let me just click on this. I'll show you all the topics here. See, just read this topic. Okay, see, right from introduction of analytics and reportings, we have this Power BI, introduction to Power BI, right from the layouts I'll be teaching you. People who are starting, okay, people who wants to learn from beginning. Okay, say here, right from say, all this condition formatting, dashboard designing, even the dashboard designing in high end. Okay, so create the images, whatever you saw now. Just now we created one image like this. This is one, image what I've taught you. So likewise, you have so many other images what I'll be teaching you. Along with that, we'll also be learning about how to use Power BI by using this AI and ChatGPT. Okay, we'll publish the dashboards, work on the Power BI service and gateways. Okay, so these are all in high end. I'm telling you, this is completely with the industrial related topics. What we'll be actually teaching you people. Okay, all right. Now, tell me, how many of you are interested for joining this course? I'll tell you the price later. But suppose if you think you want to join this course, you can book the slot for this particular batch by paying just rupees 1000 as of now. Okay, just rupees 1000. You can join. Suppose if you think you want to book this slot, you can book this slot by paying just rupees 1000. You can attend the session. Sorry, rupees 1000. Okay, otherwise if you think okay, let me just pay completely, then you will get this a complete end-to-end Power BI training. And if you think you want to get this PL 300 guidance, Power BI templates, JSON files, Power BI projects, and Power BI books. Let me just show you what all things are there. I'll show you that as well. See, you have this bonus. Okay. PL 300 dumps. You'll get various different templates which you can directly use for your projects, Power BI themes, and you'll get the books, 300 plus data sets. Okay. So one of our friends were asking like, can you use various different data sets? I am providing 300 plus data sets, which you don't have to go and search for any other data set. And this will be keep getting added. I'll be keep adding this, and you don't have to go and search for any resume templates. Okay. Right. So people who just want to, see how the demo actually happens or something, the entire class, you can pay 1,000 rupees as of now. Or if anybody wants to join the class, say people who join now, they will get all these bonuses. Okay. All these bonuses. So I'll give you the link. This is the link to join the entire course. So this will actually cost you 12,000 rupees. Let me just show you. Okay. This will cost you 12,390 rupees. If you're paying now, you'll get all the bonus. Plus, you'll also get all the same benefits. So attend multiple batches, doubt clearance sessions, project support, pre-recorded videos, videos for every class, and industrial relevant scenario examples. Okay. That is if you're joining now with the complete course. Suppose if you think I want to book the slot and attend the session and then join, you can still join by paying 1,000 rupees. That is, I'll just give you the rupees 1,000 is for just booking the slot. Okay. But people who are just booking the slot might not get the bonus, but people who are actually joining now, okay, with this link, what I've sent, they will get all this bonus. And I'll promise you that more than this, there are so many other, say, templates or JSON files or, so many other things. I'll give it from my side personally. Okay. You can do the Google Pay for this if you want to just book the slot for this number. Okay. I'll tell you the benefits of all this later. Okay. So you can take down my number. You can just book the slot for 1,000 rupees, or you can go here and register for this particular batch by clicking on this link. Okay. Right. So people, let me also tell about PL 300. How many of you are interested to know about PL 300? Say I, if you want, I'll just explain about PL 300 as well. How many of you want to know about PL 300? Yeah, good. Okay. Any others? Okay, good. Right. So let me just quickly talk about PL 300. Okay. Right. Let me just go here and I have a presentation for that as well. Let me just open that. PL 300. Right, people, I'll just explain about PL 300 and why it is actually used and how it is important for the people who are actually entering this data analytics, business analytics. Okay. Say PL 300, let me tell you, it is actually a certification which is from Microsoft for Power BI data analyst. It is actually the associate certificate. Okay. So people might think it is very difficult. I'll tell you how actually you can clear this. So who can take this certificate? Anyone who can, who wants to enter this data analytics or business analytics, they can take this particular certificate. So straight away, I will go here and tell you what are the benefits. So the benefits are the career growth. That is main thing. And people who are already in the job, they can increase their salaries. And also like, you have more, say, preference in the job opportunities as well. Suppose if you're actually certified, your badge or say your link will be there in your profile, in your LinkedIn, which will actually help you in getting more opportunities in jobs. Okay, right. Let me guide you. The exam is actually PL 300 and the certification name already I mentioned, it is Microsoft Certified Power BI Associate, and it is multiple choice and multiple response questions as well. Okay. All right. So it will cost you 4,800 rupees plus GST. Suppose if you think you want some practice files and things like that, we are actually providing that as well. You can purchase your vouchers and you can let us know. We'll help you in, we'll also guide you in clearing this exam. The exam will be 100 minutes and it will be in English language, and 70% is the passing marks. I'll also show you people who actually join, okay, they will get this dumps. So I have all the dumps here, which is very much very much close to the exam what you people can write easily. You can clear that. This is very simple actually. People who take the course, the entire course, this PL 300 dumps, okay, will be completely free. Okay. And there are a lot of other things which you will get when you join the course. Along with this PL 300 dumps, I'll also be giving you a lot of interview questions, and also you will get something called as measure up tool from the Microsoft, which is very much close to the exam what we'll be writing. Okay. Right. So other than that, you will get Power BI templates. So what is the Power BI templates? I'll just show you that as well. Let me show you that. See here, I have so many templates, more than 1,000 templates, projects, and JSON files. Okay, you will be getting, say, if you go here, see, I have all these background images as well, sample files. You'll get all this. And go here, see, all these I'll be sharing it with you. Along with that, you'll also be getting all the datas. So that also I'll be giving you more than 300 plus data sets will be there, which will help, which you can create your own dashboards as well. Along with that, you'll also be in our community where I'll be keep teaching you a lot of other dashboards, which will be completely free for people who are there in my community. Okay. All right. So another advantage if you are joining is you can attend multiple batches. That means you have unlimited classes, that is live. I'm telling about the offline and the live classes. You'll get project support. If you have any projects, you can bring to us. We'll help you completely free. So no charges for that. Pre-recorded videos. I will be providing the pre-recorded videos. That is, you'll be getting the videos here in this link. Okay, if you go here, we'll have all the pre-recorded videos already is there. Suppose if you are purchasing now, if you are enrolling now, you will get all these videos now only. You can start learning. After that as well, from Saturday, you will be attending the live sessions. That is, you can either attend by Zoom link or you can come to our institute offline class and unlimited offline classes. Okay. All right. So every classes, we are recording the video. So every class, there will be a recorded videos, which will be sharing it with you in the Telegram group so that you can keep it for your reference. Industry relevant scenario examples. That means I actually go for a lot of corporate trainings. So there, if I get any kind of projects or any new things, I'll be explaining for my students as well so that they'll get the latest technologies or latest examples or latest requirements. Okay. All right. After this, how many of you are actually interested in getting this HR services right from resume building? That is exactly what the industry requires, and also your LinkedIn will be optimized. How many of you actually need this? How many of you actually feel that you need this? Right? Any others? Okay. People, others, complete HR services. Okay. Right. So we are providing a complete HR services, which costs you 8,000 rupees completely free if you are enrolling for this particular course now. Okay. What all things you'll be getting? Say right from job searching strategies, interview techniques, okay, and also optimizing your LinkedIn, optimizing your profile, resume, and also we'll be explaining you how actually you can approach the companies, how actually you can apply for jobs. Okay, all these will be given a separate sessions, that is you can have in the class or one-on-one, and that will be completely free. Okay, that will be completely free with this. particular course. Okay. Right. Yes, job placement. That's what I was telling Dinesh. So we are actually trying to get more and more companies so that you people will get the job. All right. Now tell me, how many of you are interested to join this course? End-to-end Power BI live class. And I'm promising you that this will be a very high-end class. How many of you are willing to join this course? Okay. All right, people, I'm just giving you the link. Anybody wants to attend, who wants to enroll for the entire, by paying the entire fees, you will get all the bonus, whatever I mentioned. You can use this link and enroll now. Suppose you think, I want to attend one session or two sessions and see how it goes. You can pay 1,000 rupees now, book your slot. Okay. Right. Okay. So Dinesh is asking for discount. Right. So Dinesh, see, we are giving so many bonus here. So discounts again, if you are paying it now. So what I can do is I can give you 1,000 rupees discount for people who are actually enrolling in next 15 minutes. That is before closing this meeting. If anybody enrolls, I can give you 1,000 rupees discount if you're enrolling before 9 o'clock. That is before I end this session. That is one thing I can actually personally do from my end. Right. So till 9 o'clock, whoever is enrolling, so I'll give you 1,000 rupees discount on the entire fees what you're actually paying. And suppose if you think you want to book the slot, you can pay it by 1,000 rupees and book the slot. Duration of the course. So Nandan, the duration of the course, actually we have planned for 4 to 5 weekends. But again, I'm telling you, we never go with the number of hours. We go with the topics. We have added so many other topics with HR related services as well. So what happens is, the number of hours might increase. Okay, so I cannot guarantee you saying that I'll be finishing it in say 16 hours, 20 hours, 24 hours or something. But I will promise you that we will be giving you the entire Power BI course for you with project support as well. And this is unlimited. What I'm telling is unlimited. When I say unlimited, you can attend multiple batches. Say you attended this batch. Next batch, suppose if you think you want to attend, it is completely free. There is no extra charges for this. Right. So people, so we just have 15 minutes to go. So next 15 minutes, whoever is actually enrolling, I will give you 1,000 rupees discount from my end. That is personally, I'll just give 1,000 rupees discount. And if anybody wants to book the slot and check, one or two classes I will attend and then I'll try to book it. So that is left to you. So you can also do that. You can do the phone pay or Google pay or something. I've just given the number as well. So you can do that as well. Still, if you have any questions, okay, people, now I'll take the questions as well. People who wants to enroll, please enroll. And people who wants to take any questions, if you want to ask any question, please, you can ask me the questions. I will surely answer you. If you have any doubts or anything on this course, okay, anything on this course, you can go to that course and you can check that course. I have all the details mentioned here. You can also go here and check the, details as well here. Right. So people, any questions, please ask me. No problem. You can ask me any questions, any doubts, anything you want to ask, you can please ask me. Right. So Dinesh is asking me one question. Do we get placed after completing this Power BI? I will just answer one very frank thing for all of you. Okay, let me answer. I've seen many people saying that if you learn Power BI, you'll get 12 lakhs, 20 lakhs. People, I'll tell you one thing. I have been in the industry for 18 years. Okay. I'll tell you one thing for everyone. Please keep this in mind. When it comes to job, okay, it is always in the company what requirement is there for that technology. If you are, well versed, or say if you are very good, then only you'll get the job just by Power BI. I'll tell you one thing. Just by Power BI, it is very difficult to get the job. I'm not telling you will not get the job. It is difficult to get the job. Then what should I do? Say, first thing is for Power BI, you should know the data management. When I say data management, you should be good in Excel. You should be good in SQL. I'm not telling about SQL Server or something. Okay. You can learn about the data management. When I say data management, it can be data cleaning, understanding about the data source, understanding about anything, the data to create a very dynamic reports. If you do this, it will be very easy for you to get the job. But if you are good somewhere, you are good in numbers and still you are trying to learn Power BI, yes, you will get a job. But when you go to a company for the interviews, I will tell you, they will first ask about the Power BI, and also they'll ask you about how you actually manage the data in the backend. Okay. So, Dinesh, and for everyone, just don't blindly believe that if you learn only Power BI you'll get the job. You should be good enough to understand the data management, and then if you also learn this Power BI. See, Power BI is nothing but it's a front end where you actually give the reports in a very nice format. That is what the client needs. But again, the back end also is all very important, so think about that as well. But I'll tell you, lot of openings are there. You have to search. For that reason only, I'll tell you, we are making things more stronger with this HR services. We are bringing this into our institute. We are bringing many HRs here. I've also spoken to many colleges as well, many HRs as well, so that anyone who studies from us should get the job. And you know I cannot promise you saying that I'll get you a job, but I will promise you that I will make sure whatever is required for getting the job will surely try to get you things done. Dinesh, did I answer you? Yeah, okay. Right. Kusuma has got a question whether 2016 passed out students can get a job on Power BI. See, forget about whether you're passed in 2016, 17, 18, or whatever. Okay. Anyone can get a job. See, first thing you understand, any companies, if they are getting, you say, if they want to give you a job, you should be skilled. Okay. You should be skilled. When I say skilled, you should be good enough for any problems they give. You should be able to solve it. If you're able to do that, whether you passed in 2016 or 2022, they are not bothered. Only thing they see is whether you can solve that particular issues. Okay. Suppose you have a gap. There are various different gaps. Okay. Various different gaps. So you have to manage that gaps. So if you have left the job for some reason, say for health issues or any other things, you have a valid reason, please tell that. But what I actually tell you people is, when you learn something, okay, make sure that you learn with some, say, project related, or say, industry related. That is why I have mentioned here, see, industry relevant scenarios. Why we have mentioned this is so that when you go for an interview, if they ask any questions or if they ask any scenarios to solve it, 100% you should be able to do that. Okay. And again, we have included a lot of projects as well. Now we are actually bringing a lot of projects also, so that you people will be actually going there with experience, rather than just going like a people who just completed the course. Okay. So that also we are actually doing this in this batch, from this batch, not in this batch, from this batch. And also there are some couple of free internships also happening, so which we are actually trying to. So next week I have one session on that free internship. You can attend that, wherein I'll be teaching you how to solve, how to get the internship as well. I'll not name the companies now, let me just finalize it, and then I'll name the companies. For all my community members, they can join that completely free. Okay. Right. Kusuma, you got my answer? Kusma, you're there? Got my answer? Okay. Right. So people, I think we have 10 more minutes. So people who wants to enroll, please enroll and get all the bonus. I have one more question. I will just take that question and then I'll come back to you. Couple of companies are looking for experienced people and other skills along with Power BI. So how to deal with this? People, I'll tell you one thing. Say there are so many companies, okay, and I'll tell you why they actually prefer people with experience. So they don't want to take chance with the freshers because they are paying the salary and they think that when they pay the salary, the work has to be done. They don't have time for training the candidates. Okay. So there is a workaround for this. If you are a fresher or say you don't have experience in Power BI, don't worry. How to actually handle this, I'll tell you. Work on some projects. If you see now, for all the students who have joined, okay, from last 6 months or say, after that, what we are trying to do is we are trying to give them some, projects or say take some, ask them to take some certifications like PL 300 or Excel certifications. So what these things will do is this will build more confidence in you and post this in your LinkedIn. Okay. LinkedIn is the main thing. LinkedIn is something which actually give more exposure to the HRs or people who are actually, coming and checking your profile, thinking that yes, this person has done, so and so projects. Work on projects. And if you people have worked on any projects, please tag me. Okay. You tag me, I will give you my LinkedIn address. Let me just give you my LinkedIn. Let me just go here. Okay. So this is my LinkedIn. Any certifications or anything, please tag me. For sure, I will recommend you. Also, I will make sure that if you have done any project, I'll try to give some suggestions or appreciate that, which will help the other companies or the HRs. They will watch you actually. When you send a profile, then directly go to your LinkedIn. Nowadays, it's like common where you have to go and update your LinkedIn. Okay. Do this. Even if you don't have experience, work on more and more projects. For sure, you will be selected. So you have to do something work around. Otherwise, it is no other go actually. Suppose you just feel that, I don't have experience, then how will you actually enter this field without, trying something? You have to try something. Okay. Try doing all this. We are there to help you. And again, I'm bringing some HRs as well. I told you. Okay. There are some HR related tasks. This Saturday, there is a webinar. Okay. On this HR services. So you can attend that as well. So that all your job, job placements, job guarantees, or whatever the doubts are there, I will clear that with the HR, the relevant person. I'll bring and I'll, talk so that you people can attend that session and you can clear all your doubts. Okay. Pinto, Dinesh, got some idea? People, yeah. Yes. So HR services. So there is a webinar happening this Saturday. Okay. That is completely free. Okay. So you can attend. You can attend that session and you can, get more inputs. You can ask your doubts. You can clear your doubts. Okay. You can do that. Right. People who are wants to, you know, enroll for this course, please enroll. So another 5 minutes is there. How many of you still thinking that, I want to attend this session, but, I will pay it in installments? Anybody is thinking like that? Or anybody wants to book the slot? Let me know. Or if you have any questions, please ask me. The recordings will be given in the Telegram group. Okay. I'll put that in the Telegram group. So you can get the videos there. Is there Power BI demand for jobs? Dinesh, this I'll say yes. Okay. There are a lot of demand for Power BI. I'll tell you the reason also, all of you, if you are listening, all of you. I'll tell you the reason also. Power BI, it started coming from last, say, 2.5 years. Okay. All the projects which are done, all the dashboards, all the reports which are available in Excel, now they are migrating it to Power BI and Tableau. Okay. So what happens? When you want to move this, they need resource. And they don't have skilled resource who knows the complete Power BI. Okay. So that is the reason there are a lot of demands. And as Pinto was telling, there are companies who are actually preferring people who are experienced. That is only reason because people wants the company wants the projects to be completed soon. So they cannot take the freshers and again train them. So that is why I'm telling. So we are actually training you such a way that you will get, the knowledge like what the experienced people will have. Okay. All right. Now, people who wants to learn Tableau. How many of you wants to learn Tableau as well? How many of you wants to learn Tableau? Don't worry. That is completely free, I'm telling you. How many of you wants to learn Tableau for free? No one? People are able to listen? Right. So people who wants to learn Tableau completely free. I'll give this as an offer. People who join for this Power BI live class, I will give an offer of, Tableau class completely free. How many of you wants to join now? So this is the last call. So if you think you want to learn Tableau as well, people who joins, okay, before I end this session, if anybody wants to join, if anybody joins, I will give them the Tableau also completely free. So this will be the last offer. Okay. All right. The WhatsApp group. I'll give you all the details, everything I'll give you. This is my WhatsApp group. And I'll be sharing this presentation. So here you have the community channel. Okay. So you can join the community channel as well. Okay. So this is my Telegram channel. Power BI is paid. I'm talking about Tableau, not Power BI. So if anybody enrolls for Power BI, I can give Tableau free. This is our Telegram channel. So people who wants to get the videos, you can, join this Telegram channel. You will get a lot of other materials as well. Okay. Right. If anybody wants to follow my YouTube channel, I'll give you that link as well. There also you'll get a lot of free videos. This is my YouTube channel and you can follow us in Instagram as well. So that link also I'm just posting. Okay, right, people, it's time. I think it's 9 o'clock. I'll just give one more minute. How many of you wants to join? How many of you wants to enroll? Please enroll. So I'll give the Tableau also free and also all this bonus. So one more minute, then we'll close the session. Any other questions, people? Any other questions you want to ask? No questions? Right, people. So finally, I'll just take 1 minute of yours, all of you. Okay. Finally, 1 minute of yours. How was the session? I'm just taking 1 minute of yours, not more than that. How was the session? I can see a lot of people here. Okay, thank you. And then Pinto, thank you. Thank you so much. Right. Thank you all. And thanks to people who have enrolled. Okay, to all those who have enrolled, I have promised you that I'll be giving you the Tableau course. Yeah. So people who have enrolled, you'll be getting the Tableau course and all other things. Right. And still, people who wants to enroll. So I've just posted the link again. So you can go enroll. I will be giving you this 1,000 rupees discount if you are enrolling now before I close the session. Okay. Right. Right. Right, people. Thank you so much, all of you. And I'll meet you in next session. Is there any app available or website? Yes, you have the app. People who wants to take the app. So here you can go to Play Store. You can just type ITS Learning App. You will get the app. And you can log in to this website. This is our website. Okay. So you can copy this. Yes, it's free. People, it's free. The login for, the app is free. So you don't have to pay anything for that. It's free. App, and you can register free for the app. So it is completely free. You can download that from Google. That is from Play Store. And for iOS, you can log into your website. That is ITSINC. Register there, and then you can get the app from there. Okay. Right, people. Thank you so much. So see you guys in the next session. People who have registered, thank you so much. So I'll meet you in the session on Saturday. That is 12:30 p.m. Saturday. Okay. Right, people. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care.